Hi everyone, welcome to Newcastle Fans TV, and we've got the player ratings to whack through. There's 22 players on this, so let's crack on. But we're going to begin with what Rafa Benitez originally started up against Royal Antwerp. So Martin Dubravka, you could hear him on camera shouting shouting left to right, hold the line, and etc. So his communication with the defence is clearly there. He's a talker, and he didn't really have much to do, but his distributing was fine. So I'm going to give him a 7. Javi Manquillo wasn't really tested down that right flank. He tried to get forward, try to help. You know, he's Matt Rich on that right flank, but I'm going to give Manquillo a 7. Chancellor Bemba, who only played the 45 minutes, I'm going to give him an 8, and the reason being I thought he was absolutely fantastic, very rarely troubled, but the reason I'm giving him an 8 is that assist that he done for Matt Ritchie. Just seen Matt Ritchie's run, popped it over the top, and Ritchie went on to score. Alongside him, Florent June, who had only played 45 minutes as well, he's going to get a 7, just wasn't tested, barely seen him, and Newcastle dominated that first 45-minute period. Alongside him, Saido Hadara, who played the full 90, he got up and down that left flank. I know the difference with him and Dummett is Dummett's more defensive, where Haidara likes to get forward, and he done that. He helped on that left flank, so I'm going to give Haidara a 7. Mikel Merino, who played the full 90, and I think it's good for him to get minutes under his belt. You know, we've barely seen him probably since the turn of the year with his back injury. I thought he was okay in spells, give the ball away a couple of times, but Mikel Merino back on his home turf, as just homeland. I'm going to give him a 6. Jonjo Shelvey, who played the 45 minutes. If you've seen the video earlier on, the quick instant reaction, you probably guessed that I'm going to give Jonjo Shelvey quite high. I'm going to score him an 8, despite him just playing 45 minutes. He wanted the ball, he was making things happen. The play was going through him. He had a couple of long ranges which just went wide. So overall, Shelvey, for good 45 minutes to get under his belt, I'm going to give him an 8. Matt Ritchie, who played 90 minutes on that right flank, and then he was moved in the number 10, then alternated with Chris Natsu. Going to give Matt Ritchie a 9. I thought he was absolutely superb, and he's my man of the match. He was up and down that wing. He was playing. He was thriving when he got moved to that number 10. When Shelvey went off, he took ownership, and he took his goal in the first half really, really well when he brought it down and clipped the goalkeeper. If you haven't seen it, it's a fantastic goal. Worked really hard in that number 10. You know, it's something that we might look at in the future, but for me, Matt Ritchie, man of the match, going to be a 9. Chris Natsu, who was again alternating with Matt Ritchie, he was in and out the game in spells. Could have scored to the end of the first 45 minutes and just went over. But all in all, I thought he was okay. I thought he was better than average. I'm going to give Chris Natsu a 7. Jacob Murphy, who played 90 minutes as well, he was playing on the left flank. He was trying, but I didn't see any end product with him. And Newcastle had a lot of chances, and most of that was coming from the centre and the right, so Murphy wasn't in the game as much, and he was trying, he lost the ball a couple of times, so Murphy gets a 6 for me. Up top, Hoslu, who played the full 90 as well. Well, when I say full 90, there's another 45 minutes after that, but he played 90 minutes. Didn't see much movement off him, to be fair, because most of the play was coming from midfield. So Hoslu held the ball up well, but we'll always say that 6 for Hoslu. Moving on to substitutes, Jamal Lascelles, who played 90 minutes, so he come on after 45 minutes. Barely tested, you can't really fault the goal against him. 7, it's simple. Kieran Clark, who also came on after 45 minutes and played 90 minutes. Again, Kieran Clark, I'm going to give him a 7. Wasn't really tested. I know Antwerp scored in the third period, but cannot really blame Kieran Clark for that. Isaac Hayden, who also played 90 minutes as well, he came on after 45 minutes. Busy B, got his foot in, a couple of crunching tackles as well. 7 for Isaac Hayden as well. The substitute, Nathan Harker, didn't really have much to do. He played 45 minutes. He played the final third. 6, because I think he could have done a little bit better. I could have got down quicker for the shot which streakled in on the edge of the box and at the corner. I thought he could have done a little bit better, but Harker, apart from that, didn't have much to do. A couple of clearances, but that's it. 6. DeAndre Yedlin, he only played 45 minutes. Going to give him an 8. His link up with Victor Fernandez on that right flank was causing Antwerp real problems. And yes, we didn't score, but all the play in the last 45 minutes was going down that right flank. So Yedlin gets an 8. He was bombing up and down. Paul Dummett, who came on again, he played 45 minutes. Left back, steady Eddie, didn't really get beat. 7, pretty simple. Mo Diame, again, who played 45 minutes, that final third. I like the bit where he burst the gut forward and nicked the ball off the defender and burst forward and tried to curl one, and he was pretty sound, you know, bossed the midfield. Mo Diame is going to get an 8 for me. I thought he was much better than the other centre midfielders at that time who were on the pitch before him. I know Shelvey was on the first 45, but after that, Diame was the better centre midfielder. Victor Fernandez, who I always rave on about, as you know if you're watchers of the channel, Fernandez normally plays on the left flank for the under-23s. He was playing on the right flank, Again, he played 45 minutes. His link-up play with DeAndre Edlin was brilliant. Nice couple of touches, couple of dangerous whipped-in crosses. You know, I think he probably prefers to play on the left, but you've done a pretty good job. I'm going to give him an 8. I think he tested, you know, their left back pretty sound, and the left back used to play for Southampton, wasn't it? You know, Jose Perez had a long range again, 45 minutes, just trickled wide, won the penalty. So I'm going to give Jose Perez an 8 because he performed well. He was better than what he has been. I know this is a different opposition, this is a friend, you can't really take into account really ratings as much, can you? Kennedy again played 45 minutes, didn't see enough of him, to be fair. I know these fitness problems, but for me, we didn't see enough of him because most of the players I've touched upon was coming on that right flank with Fernandes and Yedlin, but because of that, we didn't see enough of Kennedy, so I'm going to score him a 6 just because we didn't see enough of him. And then Gale up top, you know, he came on, played 45 minutes, 1-on-1, 3 minutes after Antwerp scored. He should have scored himself, missed the penalty as well, so it's not a great afternoon for Dwight Gale. Dwight Gale's going to get the lowest marks because in 45 minutes it was pretty poor, 5 for Dwight Gale. And if he scored his penalty, of course, and he scored his 1-on-1, he would have scored higher. But let me know if you did watch the game. Let us know your ratings in the comments down there below. Cheers for watching. Have a good weekend. See you. Bye.